Well, that was the first. I've heard of that happening before. It's the first time I've actually seen it happen. Am I live? Am I live? And I'm streaming to, yeah, Muckster's channel. All right. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Looks like Muckster's wrapping things up over there. All right. Oh, okay, that's over. And now he's going to come over here, and we're gonna talk shit. Yeah, good times. Yeah. Yeah. That had to be. They had to be one of specifics people. That's how they behave. All right. Well, let me set this up over here. Live chat. Yeah. That's what you get for being polite, guys. These Kaiser simps and these specific simps, this is the kind of shit they do. Yeah. When Muckster's come back, I'm thinking whatever layers of confirmation he wants to do, I would add whoever's in the chat who's showing up in our basement, let us know you're that person. That way we can track the chatter back to that chatter's actual account and do the needful because that's some childish bullshit. So whoever horn bombs to, yeah, fucking, that's the childish kind of behavior we expect from the Kaiser simps and the specific simps. I don't know which of those that was, but yeah. We're a small channel. Nobody else knows about us except for those two groups. So it was one of them. I'm leaning more towards these generally specific dick smacks. That's what he was actually doing. He was smacking a dick, right? Yeah. I don't know how much you heard, Muckster, but I'm thinking. I heard someone suggest another channel. If they come up in the basement, make them tell us in the chat so we can track their track back to their accounts.
Okay.
If they do that, we can actually report to YouTube. Hey, look what this person did. But it's short enough that you should be able to edit that out if you want to preserve anything that was said.
Oh, it's been deleted.
Oh, it's been deleted completely. Okay.
Nothing important happened. We were just chatting a little.
Okay. Oh, wow. Well, thank you, the rest of you, for coming back. I still think it was Vippy. It could be Vippy, but I'm going to lean more towards Spastic or Kaiser. Or not Spastic or Kaiser themselves, but one of their simps, I hear Kaisers evolved from the regular cult to the Manson family type cult. They're going by WFM now. Is that really untrackable?
No, that can't be him.
If that's really untrackable, flip us off. Give us the finger.
It looks like.
Give us the finger. Come on, flip us off, track. There you go. Okay, that's
wrong finger. Get rid of him.
Yeah, I meant the other finger. Yeah. Oh, you're showing two fingers. Okay, all right. An activity I'm very familiar with, and it's the necessity of life, I believe. I don't know. Trying to see how what works.
Yeah, survival of the lickest. Isn't that what they say?
Survival of the lickest. Oh, I was in a. I was in a bar.
Nicky, I don't think I saw you over there before. Hello.
I was in a bar once when I was a younger man before I stopped drinking, and this French lady sat next to me. Are you ignoring me? Are you ignoring me? Are you trying to make me rage? It was a pretty French lady sitting next to me, and she sees that I'm drinking liquor. She says, "Do you know how a French woman holds her liquor?" And I turned to her, I said, "How?" And she says, "By the ears." I was only playing yelling, Muckster. You mad at me for yelling at you? Vippy is true, but that is true. Yeah, I was talking. I wasn't really saying anything. I was just talking.
Yeah, I just witnessed what happened, and this shit. It doesn't baffle me, like it doesn't surprise me, but it still doesn't make any sense.
I know.
You know?
Yeah. Why would a grown adult do that? With a level mature head, it doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, now I think about that, maybe it is Vippy. Vippy is very butthurt.
And you know, something that's said before is over these connection lines, just because you have so much freedom to watch whatever you want to watch and visit whoever you want to visit and comment whatever you want to comment, it doesn't mean that it's not all somewhere, some way, shape, or form being monitored, recorded, reported. So, yeah, go ahead. Say whatever the hell you want to say, act however the hell you want to act. But somebody somewhere is looking at this. And when the shit hits the fan, it'll be kind of like Napster. Like, Napster wasn't against the law until the artist started suing. And then people that had abundance of downloads started being held accountable for the amount of money that they were distributing.
Yeah. I did tell YouTube something today that they probably won't take seriously because I really have no power to back it up. And they know it. You know, at the end of the day, they have the power. But they privacy striked me on showing JJ's image. And I didn't give his birthday, his phone number, his social security number. I didn't even give it a name. It was just his image. But they privacy strike me on that, and they let me look on it for a few days. And so I replied back, it's just a public figure's image. And they came back today, and they actually took the videos down. I'm like, okay, you can either A, put the videos back up, B, take down every video on YouTube of Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump, George W. Bush, Condoleezza Rice. I just threw a whole bunch of famous names that are on all kinds of images on there. Or I can say, see, you can ignore me and prove that you're just all about the money and you cherry pick this shit. I don't know if I hear back or not, but it's just JJ's image as far as anything private about J. But they did word it, you know, an uniquely identifiable image. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. We have uniquely identifiable images all over YouTube. Fuck off. He is a public figure, yes. I did point out in the initial response, he's a public figure. He's all over Meade County newspapers and Meade County websites and Ballotopia, which is a national website. In fact, I think there's some national news coverage on his little woodshop thing there. Yeah, he's a public figure. Fuck off. I'm not monetized. I think that's why they found it so easy to go after me, because I'm not monetized. They don't lose any money. You know, if they take me down, I don't lose any money. I see the hypocrisy and JJ, if you're listening, I see what a little fragile snowflake pussy you are. JJ Scarborough is a snowflake little pussy. You're fragile. Barack Obama never privacy striked for showing his image. Untrackable warned me once, don't show his image. But
Don't you ever share my image. If I ever see my face without my permission, just refer to the comments below and that it is my face. It is not the face of the channel. It is, and my opinion goes along with my face, and it is mine and only mine, and I own it. And if you use my opinion or my face, I'm gonna waste a whole bunch of time to waste a whole bunch of your time to get right back to where we are. You understand?
Meet me after school, off school grounds.
Yeah.
Yes, specific. You show me where you want to meet me, and what the fuck is a mutual combat state? I've never heard of such a thing. But you know,
no, I've actually looked up, and you know, it can probably vary from state to state, but mutual combat, it's a shaky road to go down, because the general public, maybe even the police, if two people look the police officers in the eye while they're shaking hands and saying, "Hey, throwing hands is the only way that this is going to go down, and we promise to not commit any crimes, but we are going to fight each other." There's almost nothing you can do. But at the same time, after that handshake that agreed upon, okay, we're going to fight, nobody's backing down, yada yada yada. Either one of them, win, lose, or draw, either one of them could still call the cops and make a battery charge or an assault charge or something like that.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't be assault if you agreed upon it, but if somebody beat your ass and then maybe they knocked you out and then kicked you while you were down, maybe that's when the crime occurred. But again, it's a shaky thing to go down, because either side, like I said, win, lose, or draw, you might kill a person, and maybe they stabbed you one time. You could take a murder charge, but at the same time, you could also claim self-defense because they fucking got you too. There's just only one person was coming out of there.
Well, the other night, I threw a little rage in his general direction, not specifically, generally. I said, if you threaten to meet me in person one more time, I might. And then the guys calmed me down. So I never actually said it, but Vegas Vips played a video, and it looks like it's edited, so I can't tell. He says, I just said it one more time. In fact, I challenge you again. That's twice. He kept saying, you went up to like 7 times. I'm like, challenge me to what? Is this the mutual combat state thing again? And I can't really tell if Vegas edited that or if that's really him saying that. So, if he wants to, okay, we'll meet after school, off school grounds. But you have to come up on this channel or any channel I'm on and tell me live on channel that that's what you want to do. And if that's what you want to do, okay, you're a head shorter to me. You have very, very bad knees, or you're full of shit. I don't know which. You haven't done anything since your military service. I've run 2 marathons. I know that's not a big deal. I'm not bragging, but if you want to go there, if you want to meet me after school, off school grounds, like a 6th grader, okay, just like the bullies in 6th grade, I'll acknowledge it, and your pussy ass probably won't even show up. I see a name in the chat, Nikki with the pill bottle. Is that the same Nikki that's on Tyrants Beware and used to be on Generally Specific? I'm not sure if that's the same Nikki. Nikki's a common name, so I don't know. If it be played, it's edited, almost guaranteed. Yeah, I believe it is, because after I said that, for a while, I went back to Generally Specific to see if he reacted to it. And he didn't. And as of this morning, he hadn't reacted to it. So I don't know where Vippy got those sound bites. Yes, you are. Okay, all right. So Nikki's got some inside information, because she's both been on the Specific channel and on the Tyrants Beware.
All I know is Nikki needs more subs.
I'm sorry?
Nikki needs more subscribers.
Okay, all right. Let me see. Postborn Bob Nikki. Yes, I am. Okay, let me click there and go to channel. Oh, I thought I can do that. Oh, because I have a wrench now. Okay. And she doesn't have any content, but okay, I subscribe. 32 subscribers now, Nikki. You can thank Muckster. It probably never would have happened. All right. So happy Sunday, everyone. I figured it out. GS has a internal guilt, and it's eating him alive from inside out. I think there is something in between those ears. He's definitely got a dark heart. He's definitely in pain. He's definitely, full of shit. He's full of shit. I don't know. I wonder if I should or should not attack him. I should, because he's full of shit. And he's spewing poison. But he's a troubled soul. Maybe we should feel sorry for him. Nah, fuck him. Stone Vet did put out, was it yesterday or today, a little 10-minute quickie suggesting that Spasic show us the receipt, show us the DD214. And I believe Spasic will be baited and will show us some kind of DD214. I believe he is a veteran, or at least I believe he served in the active duty armed forces. I don't know what the terms of his ETS are. I'd be curious if whatever DD214, the easily baited shows the RE code. I hope if he shows it, he blocks out his social security number and birth date and home of record, all that PII stuff. But yeah, I'll bet the RE code's not showing. I'll bet
he wasn't bad enough to get an RE1. He wasn't bad enough for that,
Yeah.
was he?
I don't know. He claims to be medically retired. Where have we heard that before? Who else has claimed to be medically retired?
It's a thing.
It is. I know it's a thing. I do know people who are indeed medically retired. Actually, I'm sorry. Kaiser didn't say medically retired. Medically boarded out. At least specific uses the correct terminology. Medically retired. Okay. Apparently had 15 years of active service, according to his word. I haven't seen it 214 yet. And I really don't care if he shows one or not, but something tells me the way Stone Vet worded it, he will feel baited and he will send us some sort of redacted 214. Hope somebody else shares it, because I'm not going back to his channel to give him one single more click. No, he doesn't need the ad view clicks or whatever you call them.
You know, something that's a lot of attention his way, and I think you guys have already touched on it, is the fact that legit or no about this GS is kind of Ray Charles with the connection to Wrangler. That's where, you know, is bringing him attention. It's like, oh, if you just ignore these claims, you can get on his panel and get on his good side and just don't talk about him at all. Don't make him show any receipts at all. Whereas, you know, you and I have had a conversation and we read directly off the sheets of paper. No, you don't have to do that. Nobody has to do that. Nobody really has to prove anything.
Right.
But if you're going to make such a bold claim, the best thing you can do is tell the truth and read the receipts, or, you know, redact them appropriately and then send them to somebody that is respected in the community of looking at people, and
there you go.
Don't need to do you any harm, but it's like, hey, it's kind of a fraternity here. So it doesn't matter if you did a day or if you did 30 years.
Yeah, that's a good point.
If you send that to said trusted person in the community, they're not going to do you wrong, but they are going to expect you to you know, hold true to the claims that at least can be proven, because, you know, it's been said, like, you weren't deployed if you never graduated basic training. Like, there's certain steps that have to be made, and that piece of paper, if it says, you know, did not complete, or, you know, no finished trainings or anything like that, it's like, well, you didn't make it to Z without passing through all those other letters. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And Ted, we don't know. We didn't think fast enough to get him to coordinate in the chat that was him in the basement. So we don't know who they go back. In fact, I didn't even authenticate him in the basement. But If you missed it, you did miss a very well endowed person, but that wasn't that person. They were showing a video because the real person who did that is probably very lightly endowed. Yeah,
I mean, I should sue right now because I'm pretty sure that one of those was mine. You know what I'm saying? Like they shouldn't have access to those videos, but then they just want to put my business out there. It's like,
okay, yeah, That's don't be slinging Trackable's dick around like that, man. Come on.
I'm not sure which one, but I'm pretty sure one of them was mine.
Okay. I do believe that General Spastic was in the Army. I do believe he was a 19 Delta. And I don't know if he was lying, embellishing, or just stupid. But he claimed on Kaiser's channel that in 1989 he was he was in the unit that did the last DMZ tour, the full 3-month tour in Korea.
Yeah, I remember. I was part of that post conversation when we talked about that.
Yeah, I believe he was on a DMZ tour in '89, but I'm very much aware that it wasn't the last one. Does he just not know? Is he lying?
Well,
I don't
look
know.
at it like this. Look at it like this too. Even the description of it was the last one, as if that gives it some sort of notoriety, because people now, because I served and I was in the last war.
Yeah.
Well, no, you were in the past war, but it will never be the last war.
Yeah, there'll always be another one. Oh yeah, that's a good point. I know he's stupid. I don't think he's embellishing. I'm amused. I shouldn't say I like. I'm amused at the way somebody showed up in his chat with a DAC. Oh, here's one here. Claire, DAC. That means Donald. Danny too. Donald Atwater Cameron. Claire goes on with the junior. But he flipped out on someone the other day about why are you honoring a dead veteran? You have a live veteran right in front of you. I'm like, holy shit, are you serious? Did you really just say that? I played it back and he did. He did. Wow. Yeah, he wants you to bow down to his feet, even though he's just a little man.
And this being Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you do. You honor the people that don't get to have hot dogs and burgers and beers in the backyard and sunshine on their face and a early summer rain, and that's exactly why you do the shit, because if they were alive, they'd be standing right next to you doing the exact same fucking thing, thinking about the people that aren't here.
Yeah.
There's another day where it's popular to say thank you to a veteran if you recognize that they are a veteran. But a veteran will tell you, don't kiss my ass, motherfucker. Just be a better person on your end.
After seeing him blow at them saying, don't honor a dead veteran, I'm right in front of you, I'm a living veteran, I opined that here on one of these streams. And the next day, he kind of mirrored what I said. There's a day in November for us. I'm like, tell me you don't watch us. Okay. You watch us, you pussy. Lying piece of shit. Memorial Day is to remember those who never made it home. Yes, ma'am. I'm going to go a little step further. It's also those who did make it home, but are no longer with us. On Memorial Day, I honor my father and my stepfather and my uncle. Even though they didn't die in theater, they did come home, but they are no longer with us.
To all the people that we honor and that are on our monuments and our memorials and etched in granite in some of the greatest places that this country has to offer.
Uh-huh.
It's also like that happened. It wasn't just this life or this name or that name or this son or this father that didn't come home. It's the entirety of the thing. So, yes, remember those individuals. However, look at the bigger picture too. And it's like, look at what took their life and look what's going on now and what's going to take the next lives.
Yep.
Because they'll never stop sacrificing anybody they can get their hands on.
Hey,
In my opinion.
I'm going to take a piss, wash my hands, smoke a cigarette, and then I will be back. Don't talk about me too much while I'm gone. I will play it back.
Yeah, that clown Finkel, he'll never show his 414.
Well,
With the DBGI, you know, and the
he served so long ago. It wasn't a 214. It was a 107.
I don't even know what that means.
Just cut 214 in half.
Oh, okay. Oh man.
His 214 was signed by George Washington. Okay, folks, there's something for chat to do. Come up with your best Finkel's old joke.
Your
Finkel's
best
on a
what?
boat when they gave out papers. It was still scrolls.
Yeah, I don't think I get it.
Um, his 214 was a stone tablet.
Oh, his 214 was 2 hash marks on a cave wall.
Yep. Danny said Roman numerals. When Finkel was inducted, he swore an oath to Thor.
His DD 214 was before paper, so it was just a handshake and a goodbye. Like, yeah, we're not even gonna document this. Just get going, bro. You don't want to play the game anymore? Get lost.
Finkel's regimental symbol was a chariot.
Was he the one pulling it? Because I mean, he's got a hell of a head of hair. He's got some hair now. I said he had a discount Don Shipley, but even a discount Don Shipley is still a full head of hair. So I'll tell you what.
Finkel started off in the cavalry. He rode a velociraptor. Maybe his medals are saber-tooth tiger. Yeah.
Finkel was an E5 one time, but he was an E1 5 times.
When Finkel's troops went into battle, they were drawn by Triceratops. Finkel's first commanding officer was Alexander the Great. Chat has ground to a halt.
Panel has ground to a halt. Imagine a panel where like people talk to each other by like FAA regulations. It's like, you know, letting them know that the air is going to be clear for X amount of minutes, and knowing how to like a specific code to know that you got to state before you interrupt somebody.
Finkel's DD-214 was on an Etch-a-Sketch.
What?
Oh, right on time.
That hurt my feelings.
Well, you got to play it back then. When you get a minute, play it back, and you'll see how much fun we had at your expense, I guess.
Will it make me cry?
With any luck.
Okay. All right.
First weapon Finkel was issued when he entered the Army was a club with a piece of flint tied to the end of it.
Well,
What's that?
Finkel was around before Lucifer and his moments of doubt.
I got out as a Sergeant E5. Uh-oh, now you know my birthday. I should have redacted that.
Yeah, you should have.
My home of record was Rome, New York.
Actually, Track said you weren't really an E5, you were an E1 5 times.
Okay, that works. Fort Stewart, Georgia is where I was last assigned in Bravo Company, 3rd Battalion, 15th Infantry.
Guys, make sure you get a screenshot of where his social security number is.
Social security number is right here.
Under that black space, right?
Yeah. My real name is right here. Nothing really to brag about here.
Hey, Bannon.
I got a Coast Guard Meritorious Accommodation with distinguished
No,
service.
wait a minute. Nothing to brag about. Right down there, right in plain sight. Good conduct medal. I mean, come on.
That means you didn't get caught. I forget what the interview is. It 3 years or 4 years, 2 years? I can't remember. You don't get any Article 15s for X number of years. You get an award. I also have in the Navy. The Navy has it too. National Defense Service Medal. That's the one that Shithead was bragging about. He has 2 stars on. If you served between 91 and 95, you got one. If you served between 2001 and not sure when they cut it off, you got one. If you served in both those times, you will have 1 star. You have 2 awards, 1 star. The only way you would have a 2-star would be if you were during the Vietnam era and 91 through 95 and after 2001. Just saying. Army lapel button. What the fuck is that? I don't know. So I didn't really go over this very well. This is one of the things I've noticed. Primary Leadership Development course, 4 weeks in June of 91. They fucked that up because I know I was there in September. So these things can be inaccurate, as this one is. I was in September of 91. Enter the learn, rake the leaves. Combat lifesaver. I went through that twice, but yeah.
I saw one of those stolen valor videos where a guy was questioning somebody who was wearing a uniform and was asking, what was your MOS? Where did you go for basic? All that kind of stuff. Meanwhile, I'm looking at the uniform, and he had 3 Purple Hearts. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, so I am right? Because if you've been wounded 3 times, you still have 1 medal, but with like 2 stars on it, right?
Well, I've never got one, so I don't know. But I think, first award is just the ribbon or the medal. Second award, you're going to have help me out, Tracker. Well, what is some kind of, I don't know if it's a star or an oak leaf, or there's going to be something on it to indicate that's your second award. Or
that's what I was thinking, that it was always just 1 medal, and they added something to it.
Yeah, usually of the Purple Heart, they might actually have 2. Help me out, Tracker. Well, I really don't know. I never had one, so I don't know.
No, this is I understand like ribbons with the oak leaf clusters and V for devices and things like that. I don't know that much about the Purple Heart. I just know that it comes in separate occurrences. So if you could get shot 27 times in one instance, and somebody did survive that. They got 1 Purple Heart for that. But if you then come home, recuperate, recover, retrain, debrief, do all that stuff, and then you get sent back, if you get hit again, I don't know what a secondary appurtenance to that medal would be.
Right. Yeah, me neither. I know with the NCO Professional Development ribbon, you get a number 2 for your second award. Numeral 2, little number 2 put on there.
Yeah. I got to tell you this. I'm trying to find anything on it now. In this one, they mentioned Curry T. Haynes, a U.S. Army soldier who served in the Vietnam War, received 10 Purple Hearts.
Whoa. Wow.
Well, I'm also not saying that that you have to already receive the medal to make it earning of another medal either, because you could take some shrapnel from a grenade and keep moving, take some shrapnel from a grenade tomorrow and keep moving. You could get bandaged up and move on tomorrow. And if they're minor wounds, it doesn't matter. If it's enemy fire and it cuts your skin, you're getting a fucking Purple Heart.
Okay, I found it. A Purple Heart is awarded for the first wound suffered under conditions indicated above, but for each subsequent award, an oak leaf cluster or 5/16 star is worn in lieu of another medal.
Danny beat you to it. I'm not sure by how much time, but I pulled this up before you read that.
You know what? So. As I was reading, I was thinking to myself, I bet you Danny's got it over there in chat already.
She did, yes. Good. I mean, just to get busted, yeah. Good. I mean, just to get busted for the crap he did. That's true. I didn't get caught. That's what we used to call it, the didn't get caught award, the escape and evasion award. Now, somewhere in here, it has my RE code, which is also not very. Where is it? Where is the RE code in this thing?
Now, correct me if I'm wrong on this, on the Good Conduct Medal.
Mm-hmm.
If you do something and lose it, you can serve another 30 years and not get it back. Isn't that right? Like if you screw it up one time and lose your good conduct, you can go forever with exemplary service and they're not going to give you that back?
I don't know. I think it's in a number of years. If you didn't earn a good conduct ribbon in your first enlistment, if the next 4 years if you reenlisted and never got caught, I think you would. I could be wrong about that.
I can put it like this: is that yeah, we were told that this award is about being clean and doing what you're supposed to do for 3 years straight. So, like, I got in trouble in AIT. I got a field grade Article 15 in AIT. I thought I was being sent home. But when I reached my 3 years in service and I had already been active duty for a while, I received a good conduct medal. And then when I got out just shy of 6 years. It was 5 years and 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
I got mailed to me a good conduct award, green book, orders, all that. And I didn't even complete the 3 years, but it was also like I had also had another field grade Article 15. So even my mess ups didn't mess up the bureaucracy that's like, nah, he was a good guy. He did what he was supposed to do. Yeah, he did this, that, or the other, but like he didn't really disgrace the unit. Like you would have to bring massive attention upon yourself to not get a good conduct medal. But it's not that, oh, like you said, it's not like, oh, okay, I was a young punk once, and when I was in my early years, I got sent back a few times, but then I progressed under the awards given that time frame that I was talking about, which was what I was under, is every 3 years, you know, did somebody put you up for something that you're eligible for, or they're going to hold you back because of said things. And so it's kind of a bureaucracy, but there is also a definition for, at least for that time of service and that good conduct medal, you know, and I'll leave that.
Now the Navy has something else. I forget the number of years, but if you're like a petty officer first class or a chief petty officer, you've got enough time to get there. Like you have the red rank, but if you've got so long of good behavior, you get the gold rank on the dress uniform. And my girlfriend had talked a lot of cool stories about her nephew. And the first time she took me to her mom's house, there was a picture of the nephew, and he was a petty officer first class at the time. He had all kinds of service stripes, and he had his rank of petty officer first class, and it was red. And I'm like biting my tongue, wondering, should I or should I not say that he got into trouble somewhere? And as I'm like biting my tongue, she gets to the story where he punched an officer. I'm like, okay. She goes, what do you mean? I said, I was wondering about the red stripes instead of the gold stripes.
Oh, yeah.
He's a hero in my book, though. He retired a chief petty officer. He got an award pinned on him by Senior Chief Bashir. When my girlfriend showed me the news article where he's getting pinned, the award by Bashir, I'm like, that name sounds familiar. Why does that name sound familiar? And I didn't put it together until the next time I watched Man of Honor. The character played by Cuba Gooding Jr.
I love that.
That
didn't ring a bell until you just said that, but I love that movie.
Yeah. When I watched the movie, I'm like, is that the same Bashir? Yep. Yeah, that's the same Bashir. Okay.
That's awesome.
That's all the smack talking I can tell, except for, I don't know. I don't know specific story, but I do know he is inaccurate. But, you saw my 214. There's inaccuracies. Example, PLDC. It was not in June. In June, I was on the DMZ. It was September. The leaves. If it wasn't for the leaves, I might have forgotten that detail. Hold on.
And again, we've said this before, like this isn't going into an AI that like was strapped to your head the entire career so that way it's 100% accurate. We're all human beings, and we did what we did. And the people that are typing these things, they're unit people, and they're gonna do their best with what they have. And if something got, if one of my failures just so happened to get lost in the round file and make it to my its final destination, well, guess what? They're gonna send me that 3-year award.
Right.
Even after I'm already sitting at home chilling, like, okay, I've separated myself, I can take a deep breath. And then bam, something, this big manila envelope from the United States government. And it's like, oh, what did I do now? And you open it up, and it's a big old goodbye award. It's like, hey, we don't have any hard feelings, and you did do your job, so here you go. Here's another one. Put it on your wall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I used to have an I love me wall. And I realized that's silly. I don't need an I love me wall.
I mean, I've heard of that. When I was in, they call it like the I Love Me book, but it wasn't exactly an I Love Me book. It was 100% a physical copy of your career. So like when you went to boards, or you were applying for a school, and it's like the unit. It's like, well, we pay for people to go to school, but why should we pick you? And then you whip out this binder that, you got a 4-inch binder, and it's like, oh, I've been to this school, I've been to this class, I did this training, I've been in this unit, I did this on my PT test, I did this on my rifle, I did, I'm promotable, I'm this, I'm that, and you just go down the line, and it's like, you can be respectful while you're showing them your book. You're not showing them your dick, but they are going to be like, you know what? Maybe this guy's going to be the next one of us. Or you show up with a colored folder with the bare minimum of what it takes to get into the school that you're about to get into.
Yeah.
And you're looking at your leadership like, do I have everything? They're going to be like, yeah, good luck getting through this school, let alone applying for whatever is next.
Right. I see some folks are going over there to watch Generally Spastic. All right. You want to give them clicks and views and add clicks. All right. Go ahead. He's going to be saying the same old stupid shit. I'm sure of it.
I'm not going to lie. I went over there this morning, and I said good morning, but I really couldn't hang on any topic that was being talked about. I'm not saying that he didn't have something and was going at it.
Yeah.
But I just there was no dialogue, and I've been gravitating towards talking to people rather than like a live demonstration, like when the news comes on and it's like they're telling you what's happening. It's like, well, can I talk to the reporter? No, you can't. They're just going to read off the teleprompter and go on about it.
Yeah,
it's different environment.
I would say in the past week I've wasted probably 10 or 14 hours on that guy, and I'll grant him he's got a smoother voice, and I'll grant him his lie rate is he has a slower lie rate than Kaiser's. I can watch Kaiser for 10 minutes and not catch 2 lies. I won't catch Generally Specific in life for at least 15, 20 minutes. but he does lie, and he is full of hate and racism and misogyny, and I'm just like, why do I keep putting myself through it? It's just like, yeah, who needs it?
I mean, I feel that, and some people do run their, not just their channels, they run their lives like that. Like everything I say, I'm gonna say it as if I'm right because of my convictions, rather than being, I'm gonna say this as my, my opinion or what I've seen or what I've witnessed or where I went to school or whatever experiences I have in my life. But I am gonna be open to somebody else's opinion, or at least listen to them, whether I like their
That,
opinion or not.
that's a good point. I do believe he believes some of his racist shit, but he's wrong, and no one's going to convince him he's wrong. So whether we super chat him or regular chat him or we come up on his panel, he's just not teachable on the stuff that he's wrong about. He's just, but yeah, I'll give you that he probably believes the bullshit that comes out of his mouth.
That's some of I mean, look at it like this too, like you fight fire with fire. But if somebody is so one way that you would actually have to like come up out of your shoes and take a step back and become somebody else in order to combat them, or do you just stay in your shoes and stay in your lane and just, hey, I'm not coming at you. I'm not going to do it because, like, he has a good production, but it's one of those places where it's what I say goes, and if you disagree with me, like, I'm going to put you down.
Yep.
And that's just like another place where it's, if you disagree or if you question my existence or ask me to show receipts, like, I'm going to put you down. Your mods are going to block you. I'm never going to let you on panel, blah, 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 blah.
I'll give him this. At least he's honest about him running a dictatorship there. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, I saw that one. Where, talking about saying curse words, and then he said, this is a dictatorship, and then he proceeded to curse, and it's like, it's my channel. I'll say what I want. But that can close some conversations and dissenting opinions. They don't have to be arguments. They don't have to have they don't need a resolution.
Right.
People just want to be heard, So even if you're talking to somebody that disagrees with you, if you are literally trying to change somebody's mind, I would say good fucking luck and wear a vest. But if you're just out there like, hey, I'm going to listen to your opinion, if you'll listen to mine, blah, 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 let's be done. That's my opinion on that. But people don't do that. They go straight for your heart when they disagree with you. Doesn't have to be like that. But at the same time, like I've said before, is like, I've been on channels that have rules.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And they can be loose rules. Because we've talked about, bad words, but, actual personal attacks or, deep throating the microphone or just anything that prevents the flow. Like, clearly that's indecent and you're gone.
Yeah.
Or at least you're going to get like timed out or put backstage because,
I am not going to watch, but I am curious. Seemed like when people said he was live, a lot of people went over there. That's okay. He's got a show. We just got a discussion. I click on the live to open. We bring it up. My break on the live. Let's see what we have. Okay, gender specific. Stone Vet, you want my DD214? Let's see the end. Okay, I don't know how long this is going to go on, but that's to keep his audience captured, waiting for his 214 at the end. If that's what you're going over there for, here's a hint. It'll be in the end after it's all over. Yeah, well.
Well, Finkel, you know me. I'm a nobody.
Yeah.
I'm an absolute zero. I don't exist in this world.
I would disagree. You got a kid, right?
But I have I have all the receipts. I got the paper receipts. I got the receipts that are sleeping right now.
Yeah.
And they're going to enjoy their day off tomorrow when I got to work. I got all the receipts. And they're 3 feet away.
Yeah.
And again, I'm nobody. I'm not special, but I'm not out here telling people that you're going to respect me because I have such and such a piece of paper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm actually anti that. Hey, what did you do when you got out? Did you use those tools? Did you bring a mentality with you? Did it get you out of a bad situation? But don't sit here and tell me, oh, piece of paper, I'm special. No, we've been fighting our whole lives to not be special, bro.
Right. I'm just another, what do they call it, monkey on the bus? Something on a bus. All right. Anunnaki, gods from planet Nibiru, the makers of man. Boot gonna boot. Oh, that's a Stone Vet thing. Okay. Yeah, you have to wait till the end. That's his. Yeah, he wants to keep his audience captured because he's starting to realize people are leaving because they're losing interest. It's not interesting anymore. Another live, Eyes on the Audit. Oh, Eyes on the Audit's live. Muckster, where's Muckster? Where'd Muckster go? How long's he been off the stage?
About 15
like 5
minutes.
Oh, okay. I was starting to think you're over there at Eyes on the Audit. Okay. Mirrors, Mellows.
Yeah.
I keep calling mirrors, mellows, mirrors. Stupid Americans.
I find myself over there a bit. Yeah. It's one of those things, and I've said it a million times already. It's like these panels are amazing. No matter who or what rules or what's the topic or there's no topic or whatever.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I agree. It's
but a full panel, like if we're in a threesome right now, if somebody talks over somebody, it's going to be obvious and it's also going to be easily correctable. Whereas if 10 people start talking at the same time, you're going to get people telling people to shut the fuck up while they're trying to apologize for interrupting somebody else, and then it just never ends.
Yeah. My first experience with an open panel, the literally open panel, was TPP. And you get 6, 8, or 10 people on there. If one person stirs the pot and riles everyone up, you got an hour of people constantly yelling at each other. And you can't really tell who's saying what. And it's just like, give me the Tylenol because this is giving me a headache.
And I'm not going to say I don't have fun over there. It's just the size of the room means everybody wants to have fun. And you might just sit there on panel, like waiting to talk or as soon as you talk, somebody tells you to shut the fuck up. It's when you're ready for it and you go in there, it can be a blast. But it's a different environment, and some people, when they show up, they just don't get it.
Well, and some people like it that way.
The places help me go other places and come correct, I guess you could say.
All right. What do we got here? Oh, this good citizen person is she's got her panties in a wad. I'm going over my comments on my previous videos. We're live at Mux, okay. All right. Yeah, nothing. Okay, no real good new comments. All right. Block loaded. Hello, Wingspan. Hello, Stephanie. I'm here, but on the phone. What? We don't have your undivided attention? Muckster, a member of the audience isn't paying full attention to us.
What's that? I'm playing my game right now.
What are you playing?
It's called Elvenar. It's just a stupid city building game, but
Oh, okay.
I feel obliged to go in every day and do my thing because I'm one of the leaders.
A million years ago, I used to play on the Amiga 500 Sim City.
Yeah,
That was so addictive. I just couldn't put it down.
I never really got into that, but I can remember it was huge.
Yeah, we went nuts with SimCity. But my first experience with it's called The Sims, where rather than the city or the world or whatever and infrastructure and everything, like you're trying to get a job and run a household, and everything's about timing. And but it was a little bit too much of a micro. It was for me because it's like, you know, you get a dog, you get a house you can't take care of, you're single, and you're trying to do these things. It's like I'm too busy trying to do this shit in real life, and this game is not like giving me any help.
Oh yeah, Glock, he does have issues.
Hey, don't be talking about me.
Not you, the other Dick Smack. I clicked on the live link again. I just realized his avatar is his profile picture. It's a big old clown. Okay. Why are you yelling at me, Glock? Why are you yelling at Wingspan? He said the C word in 2 minutes of his show the guy his issue. Yeah, C word. Clown, right? Is that the word you're talking about? Clown? That is a C
I
word.
saw the clip of him saying that the one day, you're not a real man unless you use that word. It's like, what the hell kind of sense does that make?
What? He said you're not a real man unless you say the C word?
Yeah.
You're paraphrasing, right?
No, that was the word I heard.
Pirates love the sea. You heard?
All right, let me. If I hover over it, I see he's talking and he's sharing a screen of him talking. Tell me that's not a narcissist.
I think you. I don't know if you said it earlier or if there was a previous video that I was watching, but it's like you mentioned Stone Vet. It's like I'm just a dude watching a dude talk about another dude, but then you brought it up about GS, and it was like I'm just a dude watching myself talk about a dude talking about myself while I'm talking to. Wait, where did we go?
Oh my God. The 10 hours this week wasn't enough on tuberculosis. Got me saying it. Tyrants beware. Wow. This guy's really hung up on it's a little channel. It's got less than 400 subs. And he comes across very corny, not very realistic. And he's really got a tyrant's he's really got gender specific Snickers in a wad. Wow. What? Okay. Well, all right. If people want to watch him go off on a little channel. Okay. Maybe people are watching them just to laugh at them. That's part of the reason some people watch Kaiser is just to laugh at them. Okay, that is not a narcissist. There, I said it. Don't believe it. Yeah. Okay, that's not yeah. Oh man, Kaiser does that too. He watches videos of himself.
I have to be a narcissist because I keep coming up here and talking to the rest of you narcissists, talk about the other narcissists. So it's like we should get together and talk about this. Like bring it down a notch.
Yeah, let's have a Narcissist Anonymous meeting and.
Well,
I'm really not
all I can say on that subject is Muck is not a narcissist. Muck is a very level-headed person who cares about others, and that's who Muck is.
A humble, yeah. I'm not really narcissist. Narcissist is a person who thinks it's all about him. See, I know it's all about me, so I don't really qualify as a narcissist. I'm hungry. What's for dinner, guys?
I had hamburger.
Bad hamburger.
Yeah, we did a charcoal grill out, so I had hamburgers as well.
He wants to stop the drama.
Burgers, hamburgers.
All right. He wants to stop the drama, but somehow his probably 5-hour stream tonight is going to be leading up to him answering Stone Vet. Meanwhile, in between, he's going to go off on this little channel. But he wants to stop the drama. Okay.
I say there's even odds that he's going to get to the end of his show and he's going to say, you know what? Fuck them. I don't have to prove nothing.
And he'd be right, but that just proves it's clickbait. He's in it for the clicks and views. I think he'll show a very heavily redacted DD214 where we don't see his RE code and we don't see what kind of discharge it is. But yeah, you have a good chance. Even odds. Okay, even odds. That's probably won't be a DD214. I mean, that's kind of like what Tyrants Beware did, right? He says, I'm going to unmask. I'm going to take the mask off. And I even watched that one. You got me. I watched you not take the mask off. Okay, good for you. Clickbait.
I have people in my real life that made the attempt, as in they showed up on day one and they get the same document that we get.
Yeah.
It's different information on it, empty blocks, yada, yada, yada. I don't know a single one of them that has ever embellished or lied or done any of that.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can say all day long, oh, I have this document. Well, everybody's document says different shit because we all did different shit.
Yeah.
However, to talk about something that's on that document that isn't on that document, or to hold back for the reasoning, it's like, why not just tell the truth? Especially if you're going to put yourself out in public and make claims, might as well just fucking say the shit.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm sorry, but anybody that wants to build their I'm talking to you and you should believe me because of my experiences, and that includes X, Y, and Z. If somebody questions you about X, Y, or Z document, in some way, shape, or form, produce the shit.
Right.
Just saying. Because if you want your job to be a YouTube personality and you're going to make money off of super chats and views and clicks and likes and watch hours and all this stuff, and we're supposed to take you seriously, please don't be lying about something that you could so easily produce in a safe manner for yourself. You're becoming a public person anyway. you
Yeah.
might as well tell the truth about some of these claims that you're going to make. You know what I mean? Because I can say I'm a military person. That does not make me qualified to make too many comments on special operations or hell, any job I never did.
All right. Yeah. I don't know what a 19 Delta does really, because I was 11 Mike. I do know they run around saying scouts out, and I'm like, okay, that's great. I applaud you coming out. A lot of people don't come out. They stay in the closet. Congratulations. Yeah, he's yeah. I think that's
Well,
why that question.
I could sit here and blow my balls up in your face and be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I was in an infantry unit, yada yada yada." Bro,
Mhm.
I was a cook everywhere I went. It doesn't matter if it was an infantry unit or an air defense unit or a FSB or you know, it doesn't matter what type of unit I was in. I was a cook everywhere I went.
All right.
And so even in the infantry, it was like, yeah, these guys are doing infantry stuff. I'm feeding infantry people. However, my job doesn't change when I get sent over to fucking Lazy Land at Garrison. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't bragging on being 11 series. I was trying to set myself up for the scouts out joke. It's an old joke, and that's one of the things that I think Stone Vet noticed. He is a veteran of a certain MOS, and if anybody pokes fun at his branch or his MOS, he gets all butthurt. Isn't that what we all did that all the time? Army make fun of Marines, grunts make fun of cooks, tankers make fun of grunts, sonar techs make fun of bosun mates, make fun of the engineers. We do that.
If you don't do it, then you're not normal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I'm in a room full of, let's say, butthurts. We're in it's my first PTSD group session, and the counselor had me introduce myself by name and branch of service. Of course, I had a rare thing of two branches, so I said my name and the two branches of service, and they went around the room, each person identifying their name and their branch of service. And we got all the way to the corner of the last guy. He says, I'm sorry, what branch of service did you say? And I said, Army and Navy. He says, okay. I'm Tyler, and I'm still the only man in this room because he was Marines. I'm like, and we all had a good chuckle about it. That's what we do. we make fun of each other's branches and MOSs. And hell, even if we're in the same MOS, we make fun of the other unit.
I do the same. I run into the same thing. Like we go to this common place and it's fun and you see the same people there all the time. Mm-hmm. And you know, somebody will walk in, they'll be all like you know, cool, calm and collected, clean cut, and here I am sitting down like connecting the dots and telling a story about where, you know, I came from and where I learned this lesson. Mm-hmm. And cool, calm and collected comes out with his beer and it's like, what's this guy telling you? He's dumb. I'm a Marine. And I know this person, but at the same time, it's like, don't listen to him. I'm a Marine. Even though, you know, he's been out for quite a while, but that's just something we do to each other. You know what I'm saying?
And for someone to get butthurt would really raise the eyebrows of someone who's very familiar with that. So, you know, I think that's why Stone Vet's question. This guy's really a veteran because he's a real snowflake about people putting down scouts or people putting down the Army or, you know.
I have civilians that have been civilians their whole lives. They're older than me. They're my elders. They're my friends. They're all these things. Mm-hmm. But, you know, non-service members. And they'll pick on me just like any brother ever would. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, thank God for people like you that don't have to do what we do to really see the truth
Yeah.
and be able to just like, hey, I'm telling you I love you. At the same time, I'm using some very coarse words, or you
Yeah.
said something that made me think about this, so I'm going to go ahead and blurt it out of my mouth and make you look absolutely disgusting. I love it. And I grew up with it, so
Yeah.
that is what it is.
You watch Stone Vet for half an hour. Chatter slamming each other, chatter slamming hippie, hippie slamming Stone Vet slamming hippie, everyone in the chat slamming Stone Vet. It's a big old slam fest, and everyone laughs about it. Go over to Generally Specifics channel and slam him or one of his buddies, and you're going to get yelled at or banned or put in the basement, or they're very, very sensitive. Which I think is why Stone Vet questions, is this guy really a veteran? Because veterans they don't get all that butthurt about this shit, you know? Yeah. Well,
And like I said, I wish I could help more people, because the simple fact that, you have some notable people that are known in the military community that they either reached a rank, or they did something cool, or they were part of an extreme team. And of course you have the people with their own channels that have like blown up.
yeah.
And I'm talking about like celebrity level. But then you got people like me. And it's like, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you, but I did go through that time period in my life, and I checked all the boxes. So I don't know all the terminology, but I was there and I was doing my thing, and I succeeded, and I was part of things. And so, like, yeah, I have stories, but my stories aren't like battle stories or anything like that. They're just daily life in the military, basically at home in unit or a field training exercise. I can't tell you any war story. I never went to war, so I can't tell you any war story. But when people, just use that single word, that B word, that to tout themselves up in some sort of way, it's like, well, I mean, just because somebody looks a certain way or walks a certain way, you can't tell a veteran but when walking through the grocery store. You know what I'm saying? We look like we want to look.
Right.
And you might have some people that will, that's so much part of their life that they're going to look that same way, that clean shave, that ears, raise my ears, or whatever it was they say, lower my ears.
Yeah.
They're always going to look that way. But there's other people that just, you know what? I'm going to grow my beard out. I'm going to grow my hair out. I'm going to wear shorts every day. I'm going to put my hands in my pockets. We don't look like we did when we did that anymore. But if you're gonna bank on that statement that I was a this, well, tell everybody exactly what you did. If that's gonna be your building block, if you're gonna use that as a resume bullet, might as well just tell people. Because I'm a nobody, and I'll tell you exactly. You and I have read our shit off together, and it's like it doesn't make it any different. I can't lie about shit. It's a piece of paper, and that represents the time I spent.
Right.
There's no use in lying about it. It was hard enough to get that piece of paper, let alone try to explain to people that don't understand it, or explain to a liar, how we understand. Like, come on, man, it's that easy to say.
You're right. Yeah, no, you're preaching to the choir. We folks in various MOSs rib each other, but the truth is, as an infantryman, I appreciate an Air Force A-10. I appreciate a cook, and I appreciate engineers who build obstacles or dig us defensive positions. We rib each other, but the truth is we all depend on each other in one way or another. Hell, I believe the cooks appreciate the infantry because we provide head counts in KP. Actually, I haven't seen KP in a million years, but head counts.
Oh yeah, head count. Because you got to maintain that budget. You know what I mean? Even if you don't eat breakfast, like I was on the cook side of it, but I understand. Like some people they do their own thing. They either cook in their room, or they want they go get fast food, or they live off base and they're going to go eat breakfast at home.
Yeah,
they go and do these things, but the coordination between the dining facility and what is offered, and the unit leaders, if you have a meal card, you will go into the dining facility, give them that meal card number, and then you are free to go, and you will report 15 minutes early for 0900.
Oh wow.
Because they did PT from I think 0 to 7. The dining facility opened up. Dining facility closes at 7:30, and then you have from 7:30. If you're eating at the dining facility, you have from 7:30 when you leave the dining facility till 9, 15 minutes prior to 9 o'clock. But that's for those jobs. You know what I'm saying? But you could time your stuff out like that. Like say you eat only dinner. You get done with PT at 7. You're not waiting in line to get something to eat. You could probably skip the line, give them your meal card number, and then dip. And now you got 2 full hours, man. You could play a video game, take a shower, shine your boots, call your girl.
Was he? Oh, we talk about Untrackable. Yeah, Untrackable was a cook in the Army. Or if you're talking about generally specific. He has a lot of culinary experience. Yeah, maybe he should stick to it because he sucks as a commentator. Yeah, cook his son. He's pretty proud of it. Yeah, okay. Allegedly, generally specific was a scout. It's like
like a Cav Scout.
Yeah, Cav Scout, 19 Delta.
Okay.
Yeah. Shit, I'm gonna have to Google it. I'm not sure.
We when I was getting out, we had a unit of 1st Cav in Fort Bliss.
Oh, okay. Army Cavalry Scouts, MOS 19 Delta, are responsible for being the eyes and ears of the Army. MOS 19 Delta work alongside the commander during battle in order to communicate information. An Army Cavalry Scout may engage the enemy in the field, track and report enemy activity, as well as direct an employment of weapon systems. I don't see how that's really a lot different from what we do. Of course,
does it not also come into importance of what your rank is? Because if you're a private through a specialist in a cavalry unit,
Mhm.
are still not just basically a infantry soldier that's gonna do what the hell he's told from his sergeant and his captain. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm thinking eyes and ears. I mean, when we patrol, we're eyes and ears. When we call for fire, we're eyes and ears. Work alongside the commander. Huh. I don't know what that means. Work alongside the commander. When you're a talk, we do that in order to
I think
communicate.
it also has to do with the you know, if you understand like unit heritage.
Right.
So like certain patches hold weight just because of specific incidences. So anybody that ever puts on that first Cav patch is going to be like, oh, I was this. And it's like, well, what did you do? Do you have receipts for what you did, or did you just get into that unit? You know what I mean?
Yeah. According to Wikipedia, they are armored reconnaissance specialists. That means they ride around in Bradleys and 113s and tanks. Oh, this sort of yeah.
Because I could have been a cook in first Cav.
Yeah.
And then I could flex my cavalry patch. I could do the march or whatever they do to get that fucking cowboy hat. I could do that. But at the end of the day, what am I? I'm a cook. So I'm not going to sit here and say, "Oh, all the accomplishments of the cavalry I get to wear and tear you down." No, bro.
Right.
I was just a member of the team, and yeah, that's the team I was on at the time.
I like the way he keeps saying tip of the spear, which according to, I mean, I've heard that many times in many units saying, we're tip of the spear. I mean, the military comes from the idea of the spear represents the most direct and lethal part of an attack. I'd say more often than not, that's armored or infantry, at least on the ground. So I don't know where he's keeps spewing off of that. Who is tip of the spear? Oh, Marine Raiders first came up with it. Okay. I didn't know that. Yeah, people say can do or tip of the spear. Or, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I would just say cut your crusty steak with a fork if you don't like sharp things.
Yeah, there you go. All right. It's time. Had to be one tough bastard wings. What? My husband was first Cav, 101st Airborne. Vietnam, but yeah. All right. I'm not sure what division, but we were soldiers. They were a cavalry unit, but they were infantry.
I think they were 82nd though, weren't they? Could be wrong.
They were. That story. If I'm correct, that story involves the development of air assault, where they deployed from the helicopters by rope and things like that, rather than the airborne, where it was the parachute from like 500 feet. We Were Soldiers was like one of the first units specifically for helicopter non-landing deployment.
Well, they were air mobile. They did land, or at least hovered low enough that they could jump out.
Yeah.
There was a lot of repelling. But yeah, there was one of the first units to integrate infantry with helicopter deployment. But there was something about being in the same unit as Custer. George Custer. I have to look that up.
Finkel, you understand unit citations?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
On the other side of the chest, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You have a U side, and that's everything that you've done.
Yeah, on the left side.
And then you have your unit citations on the other side,
Mhm.
those are not your medals. Those are things that the previous people have done, and that's kind of part of Memorial Day because lives were lost to get each and every one of those medals. And they are credited to that unit because the sacrifices were given and the mission was accomplished.
Correct.
You
The,
are not guy.
right.
That guy
The,
is on the other side of your chest.
if you look at my my new avatar, the side with the blue rope, those 3 ribbons were unit awards awarded to the unit I was in at the time. I didn't earn those. They're just, I'm in a unit that earned those as a unit in the past. They weren't even awarded while I was there. They were awarded in the past. The stuff on the lefts, on the, as you're looking at the right, as what I'm wearing at the left, that's the stuff that I, as an individual, have either earned, been awarded, or been given.
Yep.
Let me go back to my civilian look. There we go, with my little coffee cup saying, fuck you. Yeah, seventh
And
Cav
I'll tell
was,
you, the first things that we learned was that those blue discs, nobody gets those blue discs except for the infantry.
infantry, right. And same with the blue rope. It's it's a unique thing for the infantry, and I don't know why. But yeah, 7th Cav was the unit that Custer led, and I remember a scene from the movie when they reassigned unit IDs. He realized he was in the same unit nomenclature as Custer. He took that as a bad omen.
Custer was a pussy, sir. You ain't no pussy.
Yeah, I remember, yeah. Yeah, that was a good line. Custer was a pussy, you ain't. If you some bitches call me grandpa, I'll kill you.
One of my favorite lines was from Apocalypse Now when Robert Duvall said, "Charlie don't surf."
I have to watch that again. I don't remember the details of that movie.
Well, they were the cavalry coming in on the in the helicopters on the beach.
Right. Okay.
And he was like a lieutenant colonel or something, and he was in charge of shit, and he was like, "Yeah, Charlie don't surf, so we're gonna chill out here."
I love the smell of napalm in the morning. Fuck.
Yeah.
There's
Sick shit.
well, just something interesting as I'm looking at this.
Yeah.
No, it's just a little thing about people, okay? You look at this picture. Now imagine you don't see this guy in uniform.
Right.
You just see him sitting on a park bench or in the grocery store or whatever, okay? Picture him in regular clothes and then think to yourself, would you ever imagine he is a retired lieutenant general who served in World War II, Korea, and Vietnam, as a Distinguished Service Cross, Army Distinguished Service Medal, Legion of Merit, Bronze Star with V device, Purple Heart, and 9 Air Medals. You know what I mean? It's like, talk about don't judge a book by its cover, you know?
Yeah.
They made
I'm sorry.
They made a meme, and you might be able to find it. And it says, "Bro, do you even operate?" And it's this dude that has an entire salad on his chest. He's wearing BCGs. He's clean cut. He's smiling and all this stuff. And it turns out that he was kind of the first Delta operator. They integrated him because he come from the EOD world. But he looks total nerd look. But you don't get that far without doing real shit. So it doesn't matter what your glasses look like.
Mhm.
Those things on your chest, they don't come from nowhere. And those positions, and so it became a joke because he's like the nerdiest looking dude with so much stuff on his chest.
Right.
But he was one of the first he was like one of the founding fathers of Delta Force and EOD.
Hmm.
If you look for it, you can find it, and I don't think it'll hurt you, but
Okay.
it's hilarious. Bro, do you even operate?
I'm going to step away. I'll be back. Talk about me. Don't talk about me. It hurts my feelings when you talk about me. Or lie, make up good stuff about me.
You know what happened last time.
Finkel's so dumb. He thinks toasting bread means that you tap it together and say cheers.
Finkel's so dumb, he thinks telling us to not make fun of him while he's gone is going to stop us from making fun of him while he's gone. That was for the chat.
Yeah, it's okay. Stay classy.
We do what we gotta do every day, even though we don't want to. I'm releasing my new single. Check me out on Instagram. It's storming out where I am.
Yeah.
It was beautiful all day, but bottom dropped out. Got lightning storms.
I saw Ariel was out and about, so I guess his place isn't too bad off. So I just
Come back. Oh, good.
saw, looking at the various streams and stuff going on,
Mhm.
and I see Little Miss Vippy. It says stream sniping the most perfect Christian man on YT. And wasn't it just yesterday that he was in his chat over there and he goes, "Hey, by the way, Muckster is sniping you."
Um, I believe so. Vegas Vips, the most perfect Christian man. Oh, wait a minute. Is that
Well, I'm sure it's got to be GS.
the? When I hover over it, I don't see anything. Oh, two are watching. Let's make it 3. It doesn't seem to be someone called Fat Electrician.
Yep, that's what GS has right now.
Oh, okay, it is. Okay, it is fuckwad. Okay, we should go over there. Vegas Vips is sniping you.
Well, I'm about to.
What a hypocrite. I can't tell if he's commenting on it because I don't have sound on it, but yeah, fuck that. Uh, generally specific. When you watch this later, I want you to ponder this thought. When was Jesus crucified in relationship to Easter Sunday? And anyone who would like to be on recording to help generally specific out, who knows the answer, you can put it in the chat or you can answer out loud. When was Jesus crucified in relationship to Easter Sunday? Does anyone know?
I didn't hear it because I've got this other audio in my ear. What would you say? When what?
When was Jesus crucified on a day in relationship to Easter?
Good Friday, right? Or Good.
There you go. Good
Yeah.
Friday. Not just any Friday, but Good Friday. So if anybody wants to go over there and super chat that Dick Smack, why is it called Good Friday? Let's see what kind of childish answer he comes up with. Because I believe the reason they call it Good Friday is because it was God's plan that Jesus died for our sins in Christian theology. He'll probably say, oh, the devil's called it Good Friday because an evil thing happened. It's called Good Friday because that's when we're allegedly cleansed of our sins, is when Jesus Christ died. So it's good for the human race. I call bullshit on the whole story, but that is why they call it Good Friday. And I see mirrors and Unforgiven Yuri and mirrors. Stephanie. Okay, I'm going to go back to what I was doing. I will be back. And I heard you guys talking about me, by the way.
We weren't talking about you. We were talking about another very unintelligent guy by the name of Finkel.
Yeah, I was thinking I'm gonna do some racing. I don't know if it's okay to watch on the
Yeah, it
channel.
doesn't.
I mean, I'll turn my volume off.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt anything.
Okay. I mean, if you guys don't mind, it'll just be video. Like,
Yeah, well, like you did the other day.
yeah, it's just me playing a video game.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, I step away for 2 minutes and look what the hell. Did you guys prop the back door open again? I told you could turn the air conditioning on. Damn Jerry. Nothing could make that smell go away.
What I miss? Ooh.
Yuri snuck in through a window.
Hey Yuri, how you doing? Ugh. Haven't talked to Yuri in a while. How's he doing?
Wings. He hasn't said.
Oh,
Wings. Yeah. So we have to be in the same age range. Isn't it funny sometimes to think that Vietnam, as far as the way people think of it, is kind of like World War II was for us? Something that people fought a long time before us.
yeah. Oh. Oh, she's much younger than you. She's only 61.
Oh. A lot younger than her husband, also, then.
Okay.
There you go. 13 years. Because I can say if he did 2 tours in Vietnam, and Vietnam ended before I finished high school.
I hear a lot of tourists go to Vietnam nowadays. 13 years older. Okay, well. My girlfriend's 10 years older than me.
Last I heard, people liked going to Vietnam because it was like everything was very cheap.
My first wife was very cheap. I'm sorry. I am 539 years old minus 500. Okay. What's up, Yuri? He's not answering. Are you pinned? Are we pinned?
Yeah.
Yep, you're pinned. What is Untrackable showing us? Fast cars?
He's playing the game, actually.
Oh.
They're 7 years wings. Oh, they're 7. Yeah. Something this is kind of a weird racing game, track race, because apparently you can you spend a lot of time driving on the grass.
He's touching grass, is he?
I didn't realize we were watching the other day, and there's like one car that kept bumping up against stuff. And here it turns out that you're playing against other live players, so it's some
Right.
popular.
What is this madness?
Okay, I'm tired of them.
I'm very confused.
What's up, year old?
How's it
I'm
going?
being formal.
Are we like supposed to be in a library or something? Or like we're doing like a silent thing? What's going on here?
Well, as soon as you got here, we knew the conversation was over.
Oh, so there's nothing to talk about, huh?
Well, we already
got
went through all
three and a
the
half
Finkel's old jokes we can think of.
What's this best porn bomb thing?
Post
Oh,
porn bomb.
yeah. Our last stream, someone came up and they showed their face, but my dick. I didn't understand that, but
Amazing.
yeah.
Amazing that people took the time to do those kinds of things. It always makes you wonder the people that actually like go about doing that kind of stuff. It's like you're not. I mean, you're not. It's not like you're a porn director, right? Where they're paying you to edit these videos. It's like you're essentially doing this for free. It's you like looking at these things.
But I think the purpose was to disrupt the stream because they know what we got to do is take it down and delete it.
Mm-hmm.
They forget that we're not monetized. It doesn't cost us anything to delete it.
Right, and even if it did, I mean, they would have to go in deep, like they would have to wait for the monetization to really kick in because like say like like when I first post a video, right, like when I'm on a live, I could put it so that it can be monetized while I'm on the live, but that's annoying because you'll get ads while you're watching my live, and that's annoying for anybody. People will stop watching. So you don't put the lives until the end of the stream, right? And even then, like when the stream first gets started, say whatever, like you're only talking about like a few bucks. It depends on how many people get there. Like if even like in Stonebeds, they say that he has like 100 people to start off to start off watching. He's not gonna make any money until it gets to the first like 500 people that watch it. So he's not gonna make any kind of money on that first. Where the money comes in is the super chats, and they don't take those away if your video gets demonetized. You just don't get money on the AdSense.
I'll take your word for it. I have no idea how it works really, but
Well, I do because I'm figuring this stuff out.
they're just being disruptive. That's all.
Well,
We're
if
trying.
you ever need any advice for money, you can come to me because it's all about the money.
Yeah. Muckster will be right back, and I think.
Oh, that's it. I annoyed him already. Shoot.
I think Trackable's playing a game.
I see that.
It looks like a video, though. It looks like. Is that how these games have evolved now? They're. Oh.
I wish I could show you my wartime game. You'd be like, "Oh my God, we're in war."
You're looking at a picture of his television.
Yeah,
That's the game that he's playing.
I'm about to race online, so I have to sit here in this lobby and just wait for it to pop off. But I got 22 seconds.
All right. We're cheering for you.
Nah, I hope you get second place.
Yeah, it's probably a 2-car race, isn't it?
Oh, is there a drag race?
I don't know. Oh,
There's not a drag race.
okay. I don't know. I'm not a racist. So I don't know these things.
How dare you? How'd you go? Other than that, you guys had a pretty cool Sunday?
Pretty chill, yeah.
Look at Franco using all the words that the young kids use. Yeah, it's been chill.
I'm still trying to figure out how that porn bomber got a picture of my dick, but yeah.
Just know that if you were ever in the lobby by yourself with Guadalupe Guacamole, she got it.
She got my dick. What? I don't understand.
Oh my God! No, the picture, Jesus.
Oh.
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna tell her that later. That's funny.
Yep. Oh, you blue screened. You're gonna have to reboot.
Oh no, no. No, I think it's just loading probably.
Okay.
Are you really watching the race? I'm not even watching it.
No, he's actually. This is a game he's playing. He's actually in. I mean, it's very good video graphics. Yeah, there he goes.
Oh my God.
There he goes. All right, he's off. Where'd you go? Can we can do the big screen on him? Solo layout. Where'd you go, Yuri? All right. Keep it between the lines. Okay, there you go. I think the object of the game is to pass those other cars. Oh, I need some paint for that.
Damn, you just can't gain on them. Oh, shit. Yeah, yeah. Okay, hey, Track, I'm gonna shut the stream down. Everybody's left us.
Okay.
I
I
imagine
just
you'll be
want to
going to
say,
bed soon.
even
What's
even though
that?
I let that guy, I hit him, yes, but I let him pass me, and I still beat him because he had so many penalties.
Yeah,
So that's racing.
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Hey, everybody, take care. I'll shut it down.